Okay, y'all, I'm live. Mic check. Mic check. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I want to make sure you guys can actually hear me before I get going. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I just realized I can check my own sound by listening in on the live. So give me 1 second here. And I know this is like a very impromptu. It's very impromptu. But I got some time and I want to come and I want to chat it up with you guys. There we go. We live. It's the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. I am the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history ever created for the specific eradication of darkism, colorism, and dark skin discrimination. If it wasn't for me, and I know people get mad at me saying this, but I don't care. I'm only here to spit the facts, the dark skin activist facts, the dark skin activist heat. If it wasn't for me, none of y'all would be talking about dark skin, because you ain't been talking about dark skin. You ain't been talking about dark skin. You ain't been talking about dark skin until you heard Rashida Strober do it. Okay, Strober. For those of you that want to say my name properly. Anyway, I'm the world's first and only dark skin activist. I created the first platform for the eradication of dark skin discrimination, colorism, darkism back in 1998. I brought it to the internet masses in 2009, created the first colorism dark skin channel. It started to blow up like the world trade by 2014 after I was invited onto Tommy Sotomayor's platform. And then in 2015, it went viral to millions all over the internet, Black YouTube, etc. And after that, people said I was crazy, but then they started copying me. And anybody that talks about dark skin, anybody that talks about colorism, whether it be on YouTube or reality TV, you are indirectly, and some of you directly, stealing from the world's first and only, I said and only, dark skin activist. Let's get that straight. Now, with that being said, hey, y'all. I'm only here to spit that dark skin activist heat. Shout out to you, Do the Knowledge Radio. Shout out to everybody that's watching. I want to invite everybody to, you can either listen, y'all. I got a play called A Dark Skin Woman's Revenge Fire. It's my one-woman play where I play multiple dark skinned women, and I tell y'all the true history of what it's really like, the true story of what it's really like to be dark skinned and female. I've been doing this play before anybody talked about dark skin. I wrote the play back in 2006. Not only did I write it, I performed the play all of the characters. I produced it, and I will be performing for you guys. You can watch it online. You do not have to leave your home. You can watch A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge from the comfort of your own home. That's right. A lot of y'all watching me right now, you can watch A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. So let me give y'all the details. The play is going to be performed on June 26th. That's on a Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And you can get your tickets. Now, you can get them. You can watch pay-per-view, live stream online from your home. Or if you are in Atlanta, you can come out to the venue. So I'm going to quickly share my screen with you guys and let you guys know where you can get your tickets. You can go to darkskinactivist.com. Okay, my website is darkskinactivist.com. And let me make sure I'm sharing my screen with you guys. Okay, there we go. So this is my website, darkskinactivist.com. And the first ticketing link where it says buy now, that is the ticketing link where you would purchase your pay-per-view live stream tickets where you watch online. This buy now button. Now, if you happen to be in Atlanta and you want to come out and see it live and in person, this is where you'll scroll on down and purchase your tickets, okay? And the location is at the White Label, and that's located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M, and the time is 7:30. And again, that's Friday, June 26th. And I'm going to be doing one of my classic Darkism talks right after the show. Okay, so I got a treat for y'all. Been rehearsing. Rehearsal started this month. It's fire. I cannot wait. I'm literally ready to go right now. But it ain't June 26th, so we're gonna keep this thing moving. And the goal is I'm looking to get to $1 million with my GoFundMe, and this is my GoFundMe. And what you want to do, if you want to help make a contribution to the show, to the production of the show, please go make a donation at my GoFundMe, or you can even go to my Cash App if you'd like. I'm going to drop the information in the chat. You can go to my Cash App and or my GoFundMe. My goal is to get to $1 million, but my short-term goal is to reach $10,000 because I want to produce show after show after show after show for y'all. I don't want to just be producing one show, every couple of months. I want to produce a show a week, and that costs money. So make sure y'all go and make the donation. It covers the venue cost. I have to pay for the venue. I have to pay for the travel. I have to pay for the tech cost, the technical setup, the marketing. So I am always in a fundraising mode. So go make a donation. Go to my GoFundMe. You can go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $Rashidalala. I don't care which one y'all go to. Just go make a donation. Now, I will tell you, if you give $100 or more, that secures your ticket. Okay, whether it be online or in person. All right. So that's the show. My website is darkskinactivist.com. And this is the website. And that is where you can purchase your pay-per-view online live stream ticket or your in-person Atlanta ticket. Now, I got a treat for y'all. Okay. Because I'm not going to let, my mama would say, the devil. I'm not going to let the devil stop me from doing the work that God put on my heart to do with this dark skin thing, because nobody ain't cared about no dark skin before I started this platform. And I used to give away at this very website. I used to give away my free book. I wrote a book called How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. And it is the first motivational book ever written for dark skinned females before anybody started talking about dark skin. I used to give it away for free for years at this website, but people started stealing. They started plagiarizing. So I took it down. But God laid on my heart to put this book back up. And I'm going to put it back up because I know that I'm helping people. And I'm not putting back How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet up, because you can get that at Amazon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a box on here. That's the opt-in box where if you fill out your name, your email, etc., and you join the campaign, I will send you a free ebook copy of, drumroll, my book, Darkism. This is Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. I wrote this book, and I also created or coined the term Darkism. And I created Darkism because nobody ever defined it, not even the colorism scholarly literature. No one ever defined the unique discrimination that dark-skinned people face. I am the first person to do that. And I decided to use the word darkism to define. Darkism is the definitive description of what dark-skinned people uniquely face. And I'm going to give this book away. And to you plagiarizers out there, your karma is coming. To all y'all on YouTube that done stole from me, your karma is coming, honey. But I'm going to put this book back on my website. And pretty soon you guys will be able to go to my website, which is darkskinactivist.com. And you will be able to you'll see an opt-in box on here. And if you fill out the information, you will be able to get an ebook copy of Darkism. Now, Darkism is the definitive. Darkism is the new paradigm in terms of a blanket term that I have created, the world's first dark-skinned activist has created to define the unique discrimination that dark-skinned people face. And this book is excellent. It is chock full of the other book. It talks about the other books I've written, as you can see. Let's scroll on down. It's just so much information in my book, Darkism, 20 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Because again, it's the new paradigm. It is the new paradigm for discussing skin tone discrimination. Darkism is the new paradigm for discussing, and I'm going to make it that way because again, nobody ever focused and cared about dark skin. I look at these people now and I say, y'all ain't sincere. Y'all are not being honest. A lot of y'all done copied me. A lot of y'all done been inspired by me. You ain't create nothing. Darkism, dark skin activism, the definitive movement, the first movement in history to define what dark skinned people face. And then not only to define, but to provide solutions. Okay. So you will be able to go to my website and you'll be able to get an ebook copy. Everybody needs to read Darkism. And this book is worth retail. I'm selling it for $40. And I'm going to allow you to get it for free because I really do want to help people. I really do want to help dark skinned people. That's always been my mission, The devil has tried to take me off of my mission and my goal by having people on YouTube watch me, mock me, and steal from me, but you're not going to do it. You're not the dark skin activist. I created this, and this is what God gave me to do. And so I'm going to release this book for free at my website, darkskinactivist.com. And I want you guys to know that that's coming. That's coming to my website. All right. So keep that in mind. And with that being said, I want to talk about Gamechanger and his theory of competition regarding dark-skinned women. And I believe it's geared towards dark-skinned women. And in my humble opinion, this theory of competition that I believe is really applying only to dark-skinned women, it is the new darkism. Okay? Now, I'm not going to be on here that long, y'all. I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm not going to be on here for that long. But I want to get this off of my chest because let me just give you guys the backstory with myself and this YouTuber named Gamechanger00100. Okay. I want to say about a month and a half ago, I did a live. I was speaking about Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic, shout out to you, and his mixed chick mania. And I believe that Gamechanger, I think that that's how we got to know each other, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But what eventually happened was I ended up being invited as a guest onto his show. And what I noticed is that the issue of competition kept coming out of his mouth. And what I noticed was that he was pushing that particular agenda. And the reason why I'm speaking about Gamechanger is because it was to me, it was him more than anybody else that was pushing this idea of competition. I was talking about darkism, the discrimination that dark-skinned females face and what we go through. And when I was on the live that I was doing, where I was initially talking about Mr. Fantastic and Tommy Sotomayor jumped on there and a lot of other people jumped on there. One thing that I noticed, and it bothered me. And then I went on to do a one-on-one with Gamechanger00100 about, I think, 2 weeks ago. And I just have been thinking about how he harps on competing for his, I'm not going to say what he says, but y'all can go listen to listen to his channel. You'll figure it out. But basically, competing females have to compete for him in terms of a relationship. And as I listen to him and as I talk to him and as we discuss this, what I realize is that this whole, and I'm an academic. I have a master's degree in political science and a bachelor's degree in history. So what I will tend to do is I will listen to someone and I will listen to their argument and I will listen to their ideas. I always will give you credit. Now, I'm not like these other chicks on YouTube or these people that still, I don't do that. And I listen to him. And that's why I entitled this live Gamechanger00100's theory of competition is darkism. Because to me, what I gathered from it, and this is my interpretation, everything's subject to interpretation when you're putting things out publicly. Understand that. Okay, it's all fair game. This is my interpretation. He harped over and over and over on this idea of competition and specifically, in my opinion, dark-skinned women competing. And he goes on and on about how dark-skinned women have to do certain things if they want to get with him, if they want to get with Black men. And so to me, that's his theory of competition. I call it Gamechanger's theory of competition. But the problem, the flaw in Gamechanger's theory of competition is that it's undercover, it's manipulative, and I say that because it was created as a response. A lot of things on YouTube as a response to the dark skinned activists. A lot of videos and channels I've inspired. But this theory of competition, I believe, is number one, the new darkism. It's undercover darkism. And I believe that it was created as a response or a reaction to dark skinned activism in terms of dark skinned women rising up through the dark skinned activist Rashida Strober spearheading the movement, and Cola Booth. I'm only giving credit to Cola Booth. That's it. And Alice Walker to an extent, because she wasn't necessarily an activist. She wasn't advocating. Cola Booth and we actually do that. We started it. So that's why I say Cola Booth. No disrespect to Alice Walker. I love her. But this theory of darkism, I hope you guys can hear me. I'm up here talking and running my mouth. You guys hear me? Because I don't have my earphones on. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't want to keep going if y'all can't hear me. Because I want to be heard. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Thank you, Deej Talbert. So this whole theory of darkism is nothing more than a response to the rise of dark-skinned activism in terms of dark-skinned women saying, listen, and again, I'm being very clear because I started this movement. Y'all can say I'm being arrogant all y'all want. I'm only here for the facts. Myself and Cola Booth. Okay? Make sure. Hold on. I want to make sure there's no feedback going on. But myself and Cola Booth, we started this movement. So as people get to know about me, the dark-skinned activists, and my ideas, even if they find out about my ideas through people that are plagiarizing me, these new themes, these new ideas are a reaction to dark-skinned activism. That's what it is. And Game Changer, when we did our last live, he actually agreed with me that darkism exists. He did not disagree. But he was so quick to jump to this idea of competition and focus on what dark-skinned women have to do. And he claims that this theory of competition applies to all dark-skinned women or all Black women, including light-skinned Black women. But I don't believe you. You're not being honest. Because my question is this. Before dark-skinned activism came to the fore, which is the first movement to eradicate dark-skinned discrimination in all facets and forms, why weren't you harping on this competition theory and applying it to all Black women? I want to answer to that question. I want an answer. Where were you before dark-skinned activism with your competition theory? And can you show that it actually applied to dark-skinned, light-skinned, brown-skinned, and even white women? I want an answer to that question. If you cannot show me evidence and proof of that, then it bolsters my claim that your theory of competition is nothing more than a reaction to dark-skinned activism. And what you are actually doing is you are contributing to the oppression of dark-skinned women by creating another barrier, if you will, by creating another obstacle, if you will, in terms of this beauty hierarchy and how it relates to attracting Black men in terms of marriage and dating. You're doing nothing more than making it worse for dark-skinned women, because I don't believe that you can prove that, number one, you had this theory of competition before dark skin activism. And number two, even if you did have the theory that it applied to all Black women equally. No, you created it as a response to dark skin activism, because a lot of y'all don't want to be honest about the darkism that dark skinned women face. And you want to raise the bar higher for dark skinned women than for non-dark skinned women. You're not honest. And it's because you really don't like dark skinned women. You don't like us. You don't like us because we're dark skinned. You don't like us because we have nappy hair. And you really do believe that light skinned women are more feminine, that light skinned women don't have to compete because they're light skinned. No other reason. It's not about them being a good human being, a good mother, a good cook, a good businesswoman. They're light skinned, therefore they don't have to compete. So this theory of competition, dark skinned women, y'all understand me clearly. And he got Hogmog over there co-signing. Hogmog is, you are the biggest fool. You are a foolish person. Dark skinned women, you need to understand that this is covert darkism. I know some of you have heard of the term covert racism. Well, this is covert darkism, and it's intra-Black community. It's in the Black community. We deal with the racism that's outside of the Black community, but we're dealing with a different type of ism, which is darkism, that's inside the Black community, perpetuated against dark-skinned women. Understand? Don't be fooled. And I see right through it. This is my job. I built this lane. I created this shit. I'm the queen of this. So I'm calling it out. I'm doing what I do. I'm supposed to do this. Real quick. June 26th, y'all need to get y'all tickets. Everybody need to be promoting my online play. It's called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. You can purchase the pay-per-view live stream tickets right now at my website, darkskinactivist.com. This is the website. Click that buy now button and you can get your tickets for $44.99. That's cheap. Watch it pay-per-view live stream. Invite your family over. I'm going to put on a show for y'all. June 26th, 7:30 p.m. If you happen to be in Atlanta, you come out to the performance venue where I'm going to be at, which is the White Label, located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M. And that's in Atlanta, Georgia. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be doing a classic darkism talk right after the show. And we're going to deal with these issues of darkism. We're going to handle it. We're going to handle it because that's what I do. I built this lane from scratch. The dark-skinned activists going to do what the dark-skinned activists do. Now, that's what it is now. Now, y'all dark-skinned women, let me tell you something. Y'all can be fooled. Y'all can let these dudes manipulate y'all. Understand, because that's what this is. Stating that you have to compete, that's manipulating dark-skinned women because it doesn't, the rules don't apply to non-dark-skinned women, because if it did, the theory of competition would have been in existence in the Black community prior to dark-skinned activism. Go find me the evidence and proof. Y'all got to prove me wrong. Refute what I'm saying with some facts. I always tell people this. You don't like what the dark-skinned activist is saying? Refute it with facts. Show me. Show me where these men have been equally applying this rule of, or this theory of competition to all Black women. Show me. I want to see it. Because I see absolutely no evidence of it. I see Black men taking non-dark-skinned women as they are. Okay. There was a song that they used to sing when I was growing up in church. And the song, and I'm a bad singer, y'all, so y'all might want to brace yourself. Come to Jesus. Come to Jesus. Come to Jesus just now. They were basically telling us to come as we are. And Black men take non-dark-skinned women as they are. They take them overweight. They take them uneducated. Okay? They take them with multiple baby daddies. They take them if they have bad skin. Okay? They take them as they are. But when it comes to you, dark-skinned women, you have to lose weight. When it comes to you, dark-skinned women, you can't have no kids. Your slate got to be clean, honey. In fact, when it comes to you, you actually got to have some assets. Assets. Ass. And some assets. You know, you got to be working. You got to have a bank account. Maybe you need to have a degree, a good job, a nice car. You got to come to the table with something to offer. Okay. What's the name of the What's the name? When you the bride price, it has a name for it, y'all. Somebody gonna help me out when I'm looking at the chat. When you want to marry, back in the day when you wanted to marry a woman, you had to come with a dowry. Misunderstood. Thank you. Thank you, misunderstood. Thank you. I'm big on giving people credit because people have stolen shit from me and I don't like that. Thank you, misunderstood. Misunderstood said a dowry. Dark-skinned women gotta come with a dowry. Dark-skinned women gotta come. That's what this theory of competition is. They're making dark-skinned women come with the dowry in the form of you have to be in the best shape. You can't be overweight. You can't have a bunch of kids. You can't have a bunch of baby daddies. You got to have a good job. You got to have some Oprah money or try to at least be, y'all know what I mean. You got to come with a dowry. Non-dark-skinned women, the black men come with the dowry to them. That's how I go. They don't take us as we are. Okay. So I don't want y'all to be fooled. And so here's the thing. And I went head to head with all of them. Game Changer, they tried to come for me. Y'all can't come for me. I'll go head to head with a million people. If I know I'm right, I stand firm. You can't intimidate me. You can't browbeat me. If you ain't bringing facts, you can't browbeat me. I don't care who you are. I don't care about your team. I don't care about none of that. What I care about, what is factual, what is ethical, what is honest, what is truthful, what is righteous. And so they tried to come for me and tried to make me bow down to this idea of competition. No, I won't bow down because it's cloaked in darkism. And this is what I said. I said, listen, dark-skinned women, you're only competing with yourself. And that's the truth. You are not competing. Think about the logic of this. I don't care what these people say, because I ball up what they say, their theories. I ball it up, throw that shit in the trash, and create my own paradigms. That's why they're mad. That's why people don't like me. They hate me, but they love me. You wish you could be me. You wish you had the boldness and the integrity and the foresight to do what I do, but you're not the dark-skinned activist. This is what God put on my heart to do, and you can't browbeat me. I create my own rules, not you. That's not how it works with me. So, and when I say that, the rules can't hurt other people. That's the number one rule. You can't hurt other people now. It has to be righteous, honest, integrity, truthfulness. Because one thing I can't stand is a lying motherfucker. One thing I can't stand is a person that's not honest and truthful. You got to get my bullshit detector is on fucking 1 million. Okay? So here's the thing. Dark-skinned women, you must understand that everyone is unique. The logic of competition doesn't make sense to me. This is my theory. This is the motherfucking philosophy and opinions of the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. It doesn't make sense because no one is the same. There is not even twins. Everyone is different. And so if everyone is different, you're not competing with that person. Why would you compete with somebody that's not you? It makes no sense. What you need to be doing is competing with yourself. Make yourself the best version of you and do it for you. And I've been preaching this from day one, you bitches is stealing from me, but you don't have the foundational philosophy that I have up here. And the foundational philosophy comes from what I actually fucking live. I live my veganism. I live a healthy lifestyle. No smoking, no drinking, education, reflection, going after what I want. What you do is you become the best version of yourself. You look at yourself and you say, self, how can I make me better? You don't look at the next chick over here, whether she light skin, dark skin, purple skin. I don't give a damn. You don't look at her and go, no, that's not how it works. You look at yourself and you figure out how can you make, because it's only one of you. It's only one of you. That in and of itself eliminates all fucking competition. Rashida Strober has no competition because it's only one dark skinned activist, bitch. It's only one you. Call it arrogant, call it narcissistic. I don't give a fuck. The facts is, I told you I only care about facts. The facts is, it's only one Rashida Strober dark skin activist. It's only one you. Only one. And so your challenge throughout your entire life, this is a lifelong challenge, is to make you the best damn version of you. And if you working on making you the best version of you, honey, you ain't got time to compete with another individual. You ain't got time, honey. You ain't got time. You ain't got time because you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and it's nothing wrong with being in love with your damn self. That doesn't mean that you don't love other people, because you're actually making yourself better to help other people. At the end of the day, you got, some of y'all got husbands, some of y'all got boyfriends, y'all got kids, y'all got family members, y'all taking care of. You need to make yourself whole and complete for you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. That's why I got to throw that bullshit. If you spending your time focusing on what this light-skinned woman over here doing and trying to be like her, or look like her, or what this dark-skinned chick over here doing and trying to be like her, or this brown-skinned chick or this white chick, you're wasting your damn time. That makes no sense to me. I have never in my life focused on what another chick was doing. I don't care. Only time I care, now, if you stealing from my work, if you doing something to directly harm me, that's different. But as far as me sitting up there spending time on you and worry about what you're doing, honey, no, we don't do that over here. Now, I do believe in helping people, but as far as worrying about what this person is doing, no, I'm worried about how I can make me better. And there's nothing wrong with dealing with people, putting people around you that can make you better, but you need to focus on you. And if you focus on you and making you a good, decent person, you won the battle. Or I'm sorry, you won the war. You won the war. So I ball up your theory of competition, game changer. I ball it up. I got a black trash can over there, no pun intended, and I throw it in the trash. Because it's nothing more than darkism. Because what you're also saying is that you want dark-skinned women to make themselves better for you so you can use them. You can use them. You want them to lose weight and be in good shape so you could use their body up. You want them to be in shape and maybe have a good job so you can use their economics. Okay. You want them to wear their hair natural. So maybe you like natural hair so you can use them in terms of saying, I got a woman with natural hair. It's all about you. It's not what that saying is, quid pro quo. It's not quid pro quo. It's all about what you and what you want. That's fucking darkism. That's selfish darkism. But they're not doing that with the non-dark skinned women. They're not saying, I want them to compete because they want to use them. They actually like them. But with us, it's a different ball game. They want us to compete and become the best version of ourselves and compete against these other chicks or whatever so that they can use us for their own benefit. Don't y'all see through this shit? Y'all should be thanking me. I'm putting y'all up on some game here. Thank you, Dee's Chilbert. She said, show me a woman competing for a man and I will show you a damn fool. You're right. I wouldn't give I wouldn't give 3, 4, 5. I wouldn't. Turn your motherfucking back and walk away, Bobby. Bye. We're not gonna do all of that. We're not. It's gonna be quid pro quo. It's gonna be mutual, honey. That's what it's gonna be. It's supposed to be mutual. Y'all better learn. I've seen a lot of dark-skinned women get hurt and abused. Hit my Cash App up, y'all. Make sure y'all make a donation because I need to produce my show. Hit my Cash App up. I'm dropping the name, my Cash App name, $ Rashidalala. Occupy Black Wall Street said, I'm trying to ask a dark-skinned person a question. It's not like this chat is packed. Dialogue says, okay, I wasn't looking at the chat, so that's why I didn't see your question. I just looked down at the chat. I'm not ignoring comments. I just wasn't looking at the chat. I got my phone right here, and that's how I see the chat. Let's see. I'm trying to get to your question here. You said if they hate themselves, how or why would they love you or have the capacity to care? I don't know if you're referring to some Black men who have self-hate, but okay. I'm going to ignore those comments because I don't think you realize that I was not looking at the chat. All right. But anyway, I'm trying to make sure I understand the question that you're trying to ask of me here. And if I'm not understanding it, then you can reiterate your question or re-ask your question. If a Black man, and not all Black men are self-haters, but the Black men that do harbor self-hate, it's nothing for them to make the bar higher for dark-skinned women versus brown-skinned, light-skinned, or white women. That is a form of self-hate. You have to go off of people's actions. That's the whole thing. I go off of what someone does. And we have to include what these Black men on YouTube are saying because they are impacting other Black men. What do you mean, why care about them? The reason why I care about what these Black men are saying is because they are influencing other Black men. They're influencing generations of Black men. If y'all think for 1 second that the impact of social media on Black consciousness in the Black community doesn't have a big impact, you are sadly mistaken. People are online. People are watching YouTubers. Some of these people watch YouTubers more than they watch TV. So of course I care. If Gamechanger is putting out his theory of competition, and I know that it is adversely impacting dark-skinned women, I'm going to speak up about it. That's my job. I have to care. I'm supposed to care. That's the problem. There's people that we're too passive. That's why dark-skinned activism exists in the first place, because people were passive and didn't give a damn about dark skin. They didn't give a damn about the relationship between the Black man and a dark-skinned Black woman. They didn't care. The Black community just let it go on and let the light skin and the brown skin and the white skin be on top of the dark skinned woman. And I said, hell no, we're not going to continue to do this. We must care. It's very important that we care. Let me look at the chat because some of y'all think I don't. Sometimes I get carried away and I'll be talking, looking into the camera and not at my phone. But we must care. If you're complaining about a problem and you don't care to speak up or take action about it, then what is the point? I don't understand what the point is. My goal is to bring the Black man back to the dark-skinned Black woman in balanced numbers. And I said that from day one. And if I see a Black man coming on YouTube harboring this sentiment of competition, and I know that it's really darkism against dark-skinned women, you damn right I'm going to speak up about it. Gamechanger claims to have a dark-skinned girlfriend, but I have a hard time, and he might, but I have a hard time believing that this man has a dark-skinned girlfriend based on his seemingly overwhelmingly pro-light-skinned stance. He defends light-skinned women. He brought Hallmark on his show as a puppet, as a lapdog, to assuage his ego. So I don't see that as a man that has that's surprising to me. A man that has a dark skin girl, you behaving like that? You have these sentiments? You're always you got this light skinned chick that come on your show, you defend her at every cost? even when she's wrong. I see a problem with that. It's not redundant. Occupy Wall Street. Let me tell you something. You said not to the point where it becomes redundant. Redundancy is good. My brother taught me that. Shout out to my brother, who's a PhD. Years ago, he said redundancy is good. We need redundancy, especially in our community, because we have not rooted out darkism. And one of the things that let me know that is this idea of competition, of making dark-skinned women compete and pretending that you are also making non-dark-skinned women compete when you're not. It's not redundant. It needs to be, the things that I'm saying need to be said over and over again until we root out darkism. Okay. Well, conservative red pill with a passport. You said Game Changer has a dark-skinned African girlfriend from Africa. Well, honey, let me tell you something. I want to see this dark-skinned girlfriend. If he has a dark-skinned girlfriend, I need some evidence of this. Okay, I need some proof of this, because the way that he speaks regarding dark-skinned females, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. Prove it. Prove that to come. Bring your dark-skinned girlfriend online. I want you to prove it. If you're watching this Game Changer, and I said this to him before, I'm going to say it again. If you have a dark-skinned girlfriend, show face. Plain and simple. Show face. I have a light-skinned boyfriend, and I done show face. I have no problem showing face because, listen, I'm proud of whatever I do, honey. I'm proud of whatever I do. If you got a dark-skinned girlfriend, you should be proud that you have a dark-skinned girlfriend and show face. Show face, Game Changer. Show your face and show her face. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do, okay? Because it's let me tell you, it's really not flying with me. What do you mean? He does have something to prove. Conservative red pill with a passport. You said, no, Rashida, he has nothing to prove to you. No black man has anything to prove to any black woman. Are you crazy? That statement in and of itself is darkism. Saying that a black man doesn't, we have every damn thing to prove to each other. Black men, the black man and the black woman owe each other. We are supposed, see, that's that slave mentality that you got. That's that darkism, divide and conquer mentality that you got. You have been brainwashed by the ideas that's forced on black folks, and not just black folks in America, but all around the world. And you're not thinking clearly, because if you were thinking clearly, you would know that black men and black women owe each other a responsibility. We're supposed to be together. So, you know, you're not making sense. He has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. He has to prove that he actually has a dark-skinned girlfriend. He needs to prove that, because the way, again, the reason I'm saying this is the way he speaks about dark-skinned women and the way that he comes at dark-skinned women with this whole idea of competition is seeming to me to be anti-dark skin. Okay, so you do need to prove, and I'm going to say it again because y'all getting mad and you telling me he don't. I'm going against the grain. Game Changer needs to prove that he has a dark-skinned African nappy-haired girlfriend. He needs to show face and he needs to put her on camera. That's what he needs to do. And the dark-skinned activist said it. Now, I have said pretty much what I wanted to say tonight. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. And once again, I want to invite everyone out to watch my live play. You can watch it pay-per-view online live stream. This is the website that you're looking at right now where you get the tickets. The tickets are $44.99. They can be purchased right at this website, which is darkskinactivist.com. And the show is going down online, pay-per-view live stream on Friday, June 26th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can watch it from anywhere in the world. And if you scroll on down, if you're in the Atlanta area, you can come out to the actual location where I'm going to be performing at. And it's called The White Label, located at 349 Decatur Street Southeast, Unit M as in Mary. And the time starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be doing a Darkism talk, a classic Darkism talk, right after the performance of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. So make sure you guys get your tickets, whether you want to watch me online or whether you want to watch it in person. Get your tickets. And if you would like to make a contribution to help me produce the show, I would really appreciate that. My goal is to reach $10,000 on my GoFundMe. So you can go to my GoFundMe, or if you want to go to my Cash App, and I'm going to drop the information in the chat. You can go to my GoFundMe, or you can Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. But all this information is found in the chat, or is also in the description to this video. Now you can also go and make your donation at my Cash App, which is $rashidalala. My goal is eventually to raise $1 million because I would like to produce a show every week. And I'm talking about my creative works, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. I've got others. I would like to produce a show every single week. So I want y'all to help me to reach that $1 million. I need financing. I need investors to come in and assist with that. So make sure y'all go and make a donation. Like I said, you can go to my Cash App and make that donation. You can go to my GoFundMe, or you can even go to my PayPal. And my PayPal email address is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. All right. And I welcome debates, discussions, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know how to find me. I'm easy to find. You can go to my website, darkskinnedactivist.com, and scroll down. And if you go to my website, you'll see my email address. And you can contact me and we can set up a discussion, interview, debate, whatever you want to call it. And we can go ahead and get that done. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the show on June 26th. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody watching, even the people that disagree with me. Because I think at the end of the day, y'all know I'm actually right about what I'm saying. I'm not telling no lies. I'm not making up nothing. I'm only here to spit the dark-skinned activist facts. That's what I do. That's what God put me on earth to do. So with that being said, I want to thank y'all for watching tonight. Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification button or bell, I'm sorry, so that you'll be notified when I go live. Because sometimes I just go live and I don't even know that I'm going to do it. I just say the spirit hits me and I go live. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I go live. And I want to thank y'all for watching tonight. Make sure y'all make a contribution to my campaign. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the undisputed queen of dark skin.